So as usual, I'm going to put these little warnings at the beginning of my videos. I do curse in this, so if you don't like to hear me curse, don't watch this video. Thank you for watching. Hi, my name is Alicia, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. So let me see what we got going for today. You could give it your all and still fall short. How to push forward. So I only got quotes in the list that I have, and I really don't have like an official list I'm reading off per se, but this is inspired by B. Mark Pitt. Winning requires all of you, and it promises nothing in return. It demands your best effort, and sometimes even when you do pay that price, you still fall short. It means getting beat down again and again, and still having the resilience to push forward. Winning is hard, winning is challenging, and it is not guaranteed. But I'd rather spend every single day fighting to be a winner than accepting my life as a loser. That's one. And then he has this little caption. Winning requires all of you and then more. It promises absolutely nothing in return. If you want to win, you might give it your all and still fall short. But I'd rather spend every single day of my life fighting to be a winner than accepting my life as a loser. So, how do you keep pushing forward and staying resilient when life gets hard? Like I said, I don't have any written notes for this, so this is kind of like the general advice. You have to learn how to do things despite how you feel. And he said this, and the people I follow can be pretty hard, and I've sort of taken on the hard mantra growing up because I couldn't trust folks to come through or follow through on what they say they're going to do. So I sort of take the hard approach, but you have to learn how to do things despite how you feel. Like right now, I'm not feeling that great. I have a little bit of a headache, and I'm starting to feel stabbing pains, and this is part of my chronic illnesses, right? And I can tell the next couple of days probably ain't gonna be so nice. I'm headed back to the hospital soon, right? I decided to get my ass out here in front of this camera and finish my list. Even though I'm going to go back in twice, I still have this list I'm going to finish. I literally am making myself come out here even though I'm not feeling that great, and I'm probably at about 50-60%. And some people might say, but Alicia, give yourself a break. No, I have something in mind that I want to do, and I'm not going to stop until I get it done. And like you said, and some people might say, you could take a rest because you have 6 months worth of content scheduled out. I don't care. I want to continue on my journey and my goals, and one of the goals I set for myself, apparently YouTube, you can schedule content out 2 years in advance. So that's what I'm doing, because when I don't feel that good, there's hair, sorry. When I don't feel that great, I can have a peace of mind knowing, hey, I got my content scheduled out regardless of the circumstances and how I feel. So I think that's one way. You have to push forward and do things despite how you feel. Now, if I'm bleeding out or doctors tell me don't do anything, don't work out, don't, just stay still. And I've done that for 6 to 8 weeks and for months before. Yeah, of course I follow doctor's orders, but if I'm able to do a little something, I'm gonna do it. So tip number one, do things despite how you feel. And this is another example that I like to bring up. It's raining outside, and you rather stay under the covers, right? Can you make yourself work out even though you don't feel like it? You have to be disciplined enough to make yourself do stuff. And I've even worked out with military folks. Like I said, I'm not in the military, but I've worked out with military people because, man, if you want to develop your discipline quick, get around military people, because they will get a hold of you and whip it into you. I told this story a few videos back, I was having a really hard time in school and I wasn't getting support. So I basically went to military people and said, hey, like, I want you to challenge me and give me the hardest workout you got. And it helps. So I would say advice number 2, develop your discipline, keep on your discipline, and keep your discipline in check. And it's about to die on me again, so let me take a little break right here. I will be right back. And I'm gonna do a little dance. So to continue, just a couple of other things I had in mind. There are some quotes that I saw that when you are climbing up, don't forget to enjoy the view from where you are instead of always focusing on the top. I think sometimes becoming is better than being, and sometimes you have to look at how far you've come instead of like saying, oh, I fell short. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and even if you do give it all, even if you do give it your all and you pay the price and you quite don't get where you want to be, sometimes the journey is just as fun or even more fun than the actual destination. Like, so in other words, aim for the moon, and if you miss, you'll be amongst the stars. Destination, like, so for example, I thought I was gonna be rocking with another fandom for all my life. I mean, I switched and became a Hoosier fan, and that hasn't been easy on me at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's an adjustment, and I thought I'm gonna be with these people my whole life, and then I'm over here. So it hasn't been easy, but IU has been a lot of fun. That's just an example. And another thing, I notice people get jealous, and I'm not the jealous type. I believe like everybody has their moment to shine, and somebody else's shine is not taken away from you. Appreciate your own gifts and talents instead of being jealous of other people. That's kind of been my mantra. And another quote that I'm going to say with it, it's always okay to admire what other people have, but never forget to appreciate what you already have, and don't let your ice cream melt while counting somebody else's sprinkles. Inspired by Russell Vasquez. There's too much competitive and jealousy and gossipy energies, because even when I was having a hard time at different periods in my life, I never hated on other people that had it easier or was having a better time than me, because I just don't think hating on somebody else is going to make your situation better. Like, I think it's healthy to talk to somebody or talk with someone that you trust if you're having a hard time, but to take it out on other people ain't cool. And I've never been the type of person to take what's happening to me out on other people. I just get quiet. So I think another way to build resilience in this strange way that's actually helped me out, like, I don't know if this is going to be the case for other people, but even though you're having a hard time, don't take it out on other people. Don't mess with other people's feelings because you're unsure of yours. In some sense, that's helped me build resilience, because all the bad stuff that happened wasn't their fault, and you could just tell people, hey, I'm having a hard time. So that's another way I build resilience, just not taking out what's happening to me on other people. And I just thought of a few more things. I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but be grateful for what you already have, and it'll send positive vibes when you want other things. So for example, I'm already grateful for what I have, but when I wanted something else, I sent positive energy and wasn't desperate. You know, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I want it so bad. Because if you're too desperate, you send desperate energy out, and you don't want the universe like sending something to you that's desperate. It's almost like when a guy likes you or when a girl likes you and they keep chasing you down and calling you and sending you 50 texts and driving by your house. Too desperate. When you want something else and you're grateful for what you already have, that's positive energy. And I know for me personally, when I've wanted something else, I would just write it down, work towards it, have positive vibes about it, but then let it go and let it manifest in its own time. Because sometimes if you try to force things before it's ready or before you're ready for it, it sometimes doesn't work out. So that's something else I thought of. But then also, knowing what you're good at and knowing what you're not good at is a game changer. Like, it would be hard for me to be resilient in swimming because I'm not that great of a swimmer, never have been. But I find something that I'm very, very good at, I thrive. So staying in your lanes and minding your own business have been a game changer as far as being resilient. And I find that to be very helpful because growing up they always said, you know, focus on your weaknesses and strengths. But then the older I got, I said, wait a minute, why not just focus on my strengths, and when I need to, get people around me who's strong in what I'm weak in. So I've thrived in just strengthening my strengths, if that makes sense, and continuing to develop my skills and cultivate my skills and keep my work ethic and keep my discipline in check every single day. And I think I'm going to cut it here. If I think of something else, I'll go ahead and add it. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you later. Oh yeah, so maybe I can add one more thing. Like, when I admire someone, sure, I might want Urban Cold House Pizza like they do, but instead of getting mad at them for having Urban Cold House Pizza, I'll go get it myself. So yeah, anywho, I'm gonna really go now. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you later. Bye.